Okay, folks, Andrew Bopros here. Well, I want to do a quick video. We just signed our first major signing of the off season, and one that I've talked about already in a video. I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago when I talked about the safety room in general. But this is a great signing, guys. It's awesome. Elijah Molden is now with the Chargers for 3 years. Plenty to talk about, guys. Let's get in. Okay, folks. As always, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'm Andrew Bopros. So Elijah Molden is signed with the Chargers. This happened just this morning. So this is hot breaking news, fresh off the presses. And so there's a lot to discuss here, specifically with Elijah Molden coming back for the Chargers. Again, we all know that we gave, I think, at the 2026, like sixth round pick. So gave him for nothing, peanuts. He was on a prove it deal, did a great job with the Chargers. And again, Jeremy Fowler actually broke the deal. It's a 3-year deal worth $18.75 million, $13.5 million guaranteed. It's a lot of money. It's good, but he did a great job, and I'll go through his numbers here in a second. Again, Elijah Molden is the son of cornerback Alex Molden. Again, so huge conversation with him specifically. But again, I think he led the team in, I think, 3 interceptions, had extremely high PFF rating. Absolutely deserved this contract from the Chargers. And he did a great job really breaking through with Jesse Minter's defense. Again, there's a lot more to discuss with the entire safety room, and I'm going to get into that in a second as well, too. The interesting thing is he's actually paid more money than his counterpart, Alohi Gilman. We'll talk more about Gilman as well, too, because he will be a free agent after this next season in 2025. So it'll be interesting to see if we re-sign him or not, or maybe Elijah Molden is going to be Gilman's replacement. So we'll have to see how that plays out as well, too. But it's one of those situations where you have to ask yourself this question, where is this team going? I'm going to talk more about the safety room in general, but it's exciting that we get this guy back. I think it's 110% the right guy to bring back for the Chargers. I mean, bottom line, I think he absolutely outplayed his contract. Again, it was a prove-it deal. Now, just generally speaking, there were a lot of people we had on our team that are free agents now that I do believe are going to come back. So we're going to start seeing a lot more of these signings start rolling in the door here pretty shortly. Again, I think Poona Ford, I think Tier Tart probably earned a contract as well, too, and a few others. So we'll go into those as they start getting signed up as we talk about. Let's talk about the man of the hour, Elijah Molden. And I just want to say this, bottom line, he's absolutely incredible. He's done a great job. Again, he's one of those guys that, allows someone like a Derwin James to do his job. So let's talk a little bit more about the safety room in general. And again, Elijah Molden is with the Chargers for 3 more years. Do you think that's a little bit of a high contract? From what I saw, it was a 2-year deal, about a $5 million, basically what Alohi Gilman had gotten. This is a little bit higher, but we have him locked in for 3 years. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a good contract, bad contract? Did we overpay for him? What are your general thoughts moving forward? But I asked myself this question: what does signing Elijah Molden do? It allows Derwin James to basically be a hybrid safety / linebacker, and he could blitz. Again, 30% pressure rates when he puts pressure onto the quarterback. So you put a lid on top, you have Alohi Gilman and Elijah Molden in the backfield. You're locking down both sides of the field. You can't throw deep. And Derwin James gets an ability to get pressures on the quarterback. And Derwin James has been used correctly. Now, one other conversation I want to have about Derwin James, this is why I'm showing this. Derwin James, most likely, there is rumors that we might restructure his contract and to free up some more cap space. Pretty easy to do. In fact, if we do that, could free up what I'm seeing numbers anywhere from about $6 million to $7 million of available funds if we freed up his contract or restructured his contract like Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack did last season. What do you think about that? Should we do that? Maybe even give him another extension? I personally think it's a great idea, and I do think Derwin James would be open to it because he wants to win. Clearly, he said that over and over again. He wants to win. He has plenty of money at this point. Arguably one of the best safeties in the NFL, as we all know, and he had such an amazing season. Another season with Jesse Minter and these other guys would be incredible. But again, the question that I have is Alohi Gilman going to be re-signed in 2025? I don't really have a full opinion on this right now. I start thinking about it quite a bit. I think it's really going to boil down to how does he perform this next season, right? Does he outplay Elijah Molden? If he doesn't, then I think there's a chance we do not re-sign Alohi Gilman after this upcoming season. It's clear how it's going to work with this coaching staff and our front office. If you're in your last year of your contract, you need to prove it, right? You need to show that you are worthy of getting a contract extension. And I think Gilman has a little bit to prove. He's had some injury issues, as you know. And, he had a good season, not an amazing season. Again, we had a lot of injuries in the safety room, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about that as well, too. But what do you think? Do you think we re-sign him, or do you think I don't think we're going to give him an extension at this point, but do you think it's going to happen at the end of the 25 season that we actually re-sign him, or are we going to let him walk? What are your thoughts? Again, it's a little bit hypothetical at this point, but I do think he's in a prove-it year. He's going to have to show that he deserves a contract extension. If he doesn't get it, I don't think he's coming back. So what are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below. But a lot of the things that I think about too, and again, I've talked about this in my prior video, and I just want to recap this briefly. Marcus Maye is a great veteran safety that you could sign very cheaply. Add him to that room. He's that fourth option. You bring him back super cheap, probably a veteran minimum. I don't foresee him signing for a ton of money. And then Tony Jefferson as well. Tony Jefferson is fantastic. I mean, there were a couple games he had 10 tackles, did really well. These are two guys you can bring back to just add depth to this team, and that's really what you need. And again, Elijah Molden, kudos to him. He's done such a great job. And again, I just have to say this. I'm just going to wrap up my final thoughts. I don't want this video to be too long. Again, guys, Elijah Molden is signed for the season again. $18.75 million with $13.5 million guaranteed. I felt like there was a little higher guaranteed number than I kind of expected from him in the 3-year deal, which I thought was great, which a lot of people were talking about a 2-year deal. So I thought that was a little interesting how it played out a little bit different, the supposed experts said. But bottom line, I'm excited that he's back. He's going to be with the Chargers for 3 full years. Maybe paid a little bit extra than I think we probably needed. But again, he does allow Derwin James to be Derwin James. Critical part of this defense. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below. And as always, Andrew Bulpro. See you guys in the next one.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast.